Hey guys, welcome to The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on any of our videos. Our first wrestling news story of the day is LA Knight reveals shocking reason he became Max Dupree in WWE. Now, the self-proclaimed megastar of WWE, LA Knight, is continuing to gain more traction with wrestling fans each and every week as we get closer to the upcoming Money in the Bank 2023 Premium Live event. And by all means, it does seem like most want to see LA Knight climb that ladder to win the men's Money in the Bank briefcase this year, which would secure LA Knight a chance at any championship gold he wants in WWE, whether that be a World Championship or any of the mid-card titles on either Raw or SmackDown. It truly would be a career-changing moment for LA Knight. There's no doubt that LA Knight is on the cusp of being a true breakout star in WWE, because despite his absolutely horrendous booking that he received up until about a month ago, Knight got over with fans regardless because of his great in-ring talent, charisma, and personality, with many feeling LA Knight is a throwback wrestler to the Attitude Era, sort of a mixture between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, which in all honesty is a pretty accurate comparison. Even the legend John Cena has even acknowledged LA Knight, with Cena recently posting a photo of LA Knight on his Instagram page, showing that Cena is a fan of the work LA Knight has done in WWE and approves of him. So without question, LA Knight is firing on all cylinders right now, and hopefully he does win Money in the Bank this year. Otherwise, a lot of fans will be disappointed. However, while LA Knight is truly in a phenomenal spot in WWE right now, that was not always the case, because it definitely was not that long ago when LA Knight was portraying the Max Dupree character, the manager of the Maximum Male Models faction. And the reported reason for why WWE settled down LA Knight with that Max Dupree character was quite interesting to say the least. And this is what the megastar had to say about this in a recent interview, quote, "I'm killing it in NXT. It's crazy. Like just the reactions, the way I had turned from a big-time heel in the summertime to big-time babyface by the winter. It's not piped in and it's not prefabbed reactions. It was organic, real stuff happening. I come up for a dark match, I get the attention of the right people. Hey, who is this guy? But then the age thing comes up, whispers, oh no, he's 40, danger. But I'm not the average 40-year-old. I haven't gone through the ringer, I haven't had a bunch of surgeries or injuries. Knock on that wood, I've lived a good, youthful life in a certain sense, and I've taken care of myself in a way that I would say most don't. And also I look a certain way where obviously I've got somebody's attention, but the number came up and it was like, well, okay, maybe we have him as a manager, so some things happened there. It was not my cup of tea, and definitely I don't think it was for me, but somehow there I was. Some things happened that we don't need to get into, and then eventually LA Knight was back." LA Knight continued by talking about how he was able to go back to being LA Knight instead of Max Dupree, quote, "Yeah, I was kind of pushing for it, but I didn't know if it was really a possibility at that point, because we just established the thing to this larger audience. The NXT audience is what it is, just under 1 million or whatever, and now you're looking at over 2 million for SmackDown, so there is a bunch of people who had never even seen LA Knight before, and they'd only seen this other thing. So now, can we just change gears? So now I think it's a testament to his trust," referring to Triple H, "and a testament to my abilities to be able to turn that corner in such a short order and have people not even barely remember there was another." Now, while LA Knight is 40 years old, he still certainly has quite a few more years left where he can perform at a high level. So while he may not be the top guy 10 years from now in WWE, there's absolutely no reason why the company should not give him a push right now and capitalize off of that hype for the next few years at the very least. And let us know if you guys think LA Knight should win that Money in the Bank briefcase this year. The Rock returns to align with the Usos and confront Roman Reigns. The Bloodline drama in WWE is only heating up heading into Money in the Bank 2023, which will feature a truly massive Bloodline Civil War match between the Usos and Roman Reigns along with Solo Sikoa. And right now it does seem like a lot of wrestling fans are on the side of Jimmy and Jey, the Usos, over the tribal chief Roman Reigns, who many feel has really treated the Usos poorly over the last several months and was abusing his power as the head of the table, and that these fans felt it was high time the Usos put their foot down and sent a message to Roman Reigns. And that's exactly what happened last week on Friday Night SmackDown when Jey Uso made up his mind to stick with Jimmy Uso and leave the bloodline once and for all. And while a lot of fans had seen this coming a mile away, Roman Reigns was still clearly shocked by the betrayal. However, Roman Reigns has remained adamant that he's in the right, so to speak, in this situation with the bloodline falling apart, and it will likely take more than the Usos betraying Roman Reigns to really make things clear to Roman that he messed up. Now, as most of you are likely aware, there have been rumors of The Rock returning to WWE to face off against Roman Reigns at a big stage like WrestleMania for the past 2 years or so, and while that match between Reigns and The Rock may not be happening anytime soon, there is a breaking new backstage rumor that has leaked Triple H and Vince McMahon could be trying to get The Rock to find the time to return on a future episode of Friday Night SmackDown in the near future to align with his cousins the Usos and confront Roman Reigns for the bloodline falling apart, and The Rock would make it clear that Reigns was the one at fault for things in the family faction crumbling. Apparently, WWE wants The Rock to make a special return to insert some extra hype into the Bloodline saga, and to get fans even more on the side of the Usos, as The Rock would be siding with Jimmy and Jey in this situation, and The Rock's return could basically set up the foundation of a future Roman Reigns and The Rock match for next year, which could be possible for WrestleMania 40 as the headlining match. Now, The Rock has wanted to make a WWE appearance for quite some time now, but he was simply too busy before to make it happen. But The Rock is a big fan of the Bloodline storyline in WWE, and now that things are reaching a breaking point in the faction, the huge speculation is that The Rock will try to find the time to get involved in this family drama, and bring even more buzz and attention to it, especially considering so many fans want to see that confrontation between The Rock and Roman Reigns. And if these new reports are true, it could be happening in the very near future on Friday Night SmackDown, so the Usos' father Rikishi may not be the only Anoa'i family member coming back to exchange words with a tribal chief Roman Reigns. Major star returning to WWE next month. Now, it looks as though the rumors that were going around earlier this month regarding former WWE superstar Carlito returning to the company are in fact true, because there has been some new major news revealed just today indicating that Carlito could very well be back in WWE next month in July 2023. Carlito made a surprise return to WWE at the 2023 Backlash Premium Live event as the hometown hero in Puerto Rico, and without question, Carlito received one of the biggest pops from WWE fans in recent history, and it was reported at the time that backstage WWE officials were very impressed and downright shocked by the fan reception of Carlito's return, which led many to believe, or at least hope, that WWE would have Carlito return to the company on a more regular basis following Backlash, because Carlito was super over with the fans and is in truly tremendous shape, way better shape than Carlito was towards the end of his first WWE run years ago, which is impressive to say the least. Now, one of our sources has reported that WWE are apparently targeting the July 7th episode of Friday Night SmackDown at Madison Square Garden to be when Carlito returns to the company, which does sort of confirm that when Carlito returns next month, he will be assigned to the SmackDown brand, and by all means this is definitely some truly exciting news that Carlito's coming back.